Challenges in the fintech industry, the government is aiming at introducing risk-based uniform KYC norms across the financial sector. Sources tell CNBC-TV18 that the new rules may be introduced by June. Sapna standing by now with the details. Sapna, this was a matter that was taken up by the FSDC when all regulators met. Where do things stand on the rollout?
Well, the matter has been under discussion since quite some time, but we are now given to understand that probably the government is now aiming for some kind of a timeline in trying to, implement a risk-based and a uniform KYC process. And probably the timeline is around May, June, or maybe, by the time the next government comes to power. And this has been discussed in the last FSDC meet. We also need to keep in mind that way back in 2023, one of the RBI panels had made some very detailed recommendations in terms of how this risk-based and uniform KYC process can be brought about, wherein, it was suggested that there can be some gradations to the KYC process, say going from basic requirements to very strong requirements. And these are some of the recommendations which are already being looked at. Not just by the financial sector regulators, but also various departments within the finance ministry. So, there seems to be some kind of a consensus that yes, this needs to be done and not taking too much of time. But this will also need some kind of change in the PMLA norms. That's what we are given to understand. So, it's okay to put a timeline, but we also need to see how this really rolls out. But you can say for sure that, in the coming months, at least, if not the May-June timeline, the government is very, very serious about bringing in a uniform and a risk-based KYC process. And in some form or fashion, that is definitely going to unfold.
Okay, Sapna, many thanks for joining us. And the government has said it has